Hello guys, welcome back, Blessed Be. This is actually a still that I fiddled around with so you can see a little more of the rainbow. This is from the sun shower. And what sun showers are often referred to as a trickster wedding. Depending on the culture, what animal is felt to be tricky, because I did some research, because I'd heard about them before, remembered about them before, and it's considered a good omen to be outside during a sun shower. They're fairly common, even though it's not a meteorological term you're going to probably find in most dictionaries. I saw people say that repeatedly. It's thought to be good luck to be out because it's usually considered a trickster's wedding. Now, depending on the culture, it could be the monkey is getting married, or the fox is getting married, or the jackal is getting married. Other places, tricky animals can be rats, or like whatever animal it may be. And it was interesting that one of the things that I researched, she mentioned a sun shower, and I really had to scroll down. It was a Kemetic thing, and she talked about getting a jackal statue. And I'm thinking, well, I know Anubis, and she didn't say Anubis specifically, she just said jackal statue, so tricky jackal animal. Tricky jackal energy. But Anubis is connected, has big connections to the ocean. That's why we give him pearls. Now, is this like underworld ocean god something? I've only seen like vague references here and there. And you ask him and he will just smile at you and he won't say a word. So it's interesting that it's considered the trickster's wedding, and it's considered good luck to attend the trickster's wedding. Now, of course, there are also negative sayings about, because there are always those people that no matter what happens in their life, they have to put the negative spin on it. They could win like $5,000 a week for life, and everything else good could happen to them in an instant, and they find something negative to say. They would. No matter what happens in their life, it's not good enough. So we're not going to focus on the bad omens people put on it. Because, there are people who see demons hiding in trees and everything else. And by demons, I don't mean wise one, old gods. I mean, So, why is it called the trickster's wedding? People aren't sure. They can't agree. Maybe because it's two things we think don't go together, like clouds and rainbows and the sun shining during the rain. Sometimes it will happen out of a completely clear sky. Sometimes it will happen the sky will be clear around the sun and there will be rain clouds above you, obviously, if you're getting rained on. This time, as you can tell, there was like some cloud cover. You could actually see the rainbow against the cloud cover, but part of the sky was clear. But it was still raining. It was like you looked up and the rain was falling down from nothing. So, it was a really special thing. And what is the good luck of being out in this? I think it goes back to, and people don't want to admit it, it goes back to pagan times when we've forgotten the connection to the trickster, whether it be Loki or Ishu or Legba or, whoever you see as tricky. Maybe you know a god. Maybe you've worked with Anubis in ways I haven't, and you're like, oh, he's very tricky, he's very tricky. Or you work with Jackal, or you work with Coyote or Fox or somebody, and you're like, they're very tricky. I haven't seen a reference to Raven or Crow, but they're very tricky too. Very tricky, clever animals. And, spirit guides and whatnot. So I think it's like part of the thing handed down from our pagan ancestors that I do truly believe that the gods and the spirit world give us all these daily chances to see something, to see proof. And unfortunately, every time you share it, like people got come, especially on YouTube and that, like stab it to death, or if you write articles, they got stab it to death because they can't see that. It's closed off to the vast majority of people. It is. They don't want to see it, or the gods don't want them to see it. I have no idea, but, if it doesn't fit their worldview, or they didn't get to have it too, they're going to come and kick your sandcastle down. But it's one of those rare things that, not rare, real things that we get to enjoy from our gods. It's a gift from our gods. Now, of course, other religions have appropriated the rainbow and put their own stories to it. But I think that these weddings predate such beliefs. I really do. And every culture is going to have stories of the rainbow, like, Papa Dambala and Aida Wado. But I like the one of the trickster's wedding because the trickster is always usually responsible enough to be married in most cultures, like especially in Native American culture. Trickster usually does have a wife, if not several, depending on the culture they're from and if it's appropriate or not. And we know, of course, Loki had several wives, and it shows you that family man, celebration, happy fun time, you are getting a chance to attend the wedding of the trickster, so, by all means, come along. And wouldn't that be nice to go to the trickster's wedding, to be able to go to the wedding of the trickster of your choice? So it's really, really nice, and it's something neat I wanted to share with you. And I hope you like it, and I figured what better thing to share with you for the 4th of July than the trickster's wedding. And you can look up Wikipedia, you can look up try trickster's wedding or sunspot. I actually looked up sunspot pagan, and that yielded a wealth of things. Looking up witch or Wicca is going to get you mostly people, oh, this is nothing, then this is why we can't take those pagans seriously. So if you ever wonder why you have 900 buttheads on your YouTube channel, that's why, because most people take stuff that's sacred and important to us and they're like, I'm gonna stab this to death, stabby stab stab. But yeah, try if you want to do your own research, try Sunspot Pagan. Try apparently Kemetic was good to look at because I looked at Kemetic. Look up folklore, perhaps, if you want to go in that direction, because I believe folklore was handed down to us too. It was preserving our old traditions in plain sight, which is why I have such an obsession with folklore as well. It teaches a lot of lessons, and it would have been for everybody of all ages at one time, because that's all you had were the stories you passed down. That was your actual treasure. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to pause this video and kind of look at that and kind of meditate on the trickster's wedding, play music, whatever, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, it's just it's really, really cool. I might even put the full still up on DeviantArt, and if you guys are interested, I'll give you the link over, and if you want to use it for sacred purposes, whatever, go right ahead. Okay, guys, so I will see you later. Happy 4th of July to those it's the 4th of July for. I suppose my English viewers aren't happy to hear that. I do apologize, sir and madam. Yes. But, yes, happy 4th to all of you. I have been spending the 1st through today being bombed by heavy artillery. It seriously sounds like the Civil War is going on in my town all hours of the day and night. It's amazing that they find the money for all these explosives. Okay, guys, so I will see you later. Bye-bye.